Maybe I wasn't meant for this world.
Oh, you're back already? Sooner than I expected. You didn't go spilling the beans, did you, Paimon?
Does Paimon look that unreliable to you?
I'm kidding! Anyway, looks like they were willing to hand over some keepsakes, so I guess they knew the deal. Nevertheless, when it comes to things like ghosts and ghouls, spirits and souls, the one thing everyone knows is you never know what to expect. Which explains why they were reluctant to pry and find out the full story. Which is just as well, because if they had attempted to, it would have been too much for me to deal with. Guard the border between life and death. This is Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's most...
So what about us?
Of course not. After all, you were caught up in all this already. And where we're going, don't be surprised at what you may see or what may occur. All of it exists within the border between the living and the dead. An ordinary place, really. The only special thing about it is that nobody really knows about it. Whatever you do, don't get all worked up over nothing, okay? Or else by the time we're out, I'll have to... So listen to everything I say.
Well, Paimon's scared, but like Hu Tao says, we're already caught up in this. We better see it through to the end. Wow! What is this place?
Somewhere close to death, but not like the hell or underworld from the tales of old. This is just a place where the ley lines tend to go a little bit hazy.
This place doesn't feel at peace.
That's why it's named the border. You can't just cross whenever you please. You need to have a little... How do people normally put it? Pomp and ceremony?
Paimon's pretty sure that's not how people put it.
from whence you came! Can't breathe.
Time to go! By the way, I imagine Adventurers Guild members are good at making order of things. See if you can find a way to get the right things into the right places. Usually it requires a bit of destruction as well as elemental reactions. On your marks.
You talking to us? Is it my time? Time to go! This looks the same, but there aren't enough. So confusing. Let's have a look around. Or up ahead.
Phew! Yeah!
Huh? Isn't this where we just were before?
Silly churl, Billy. Huh? Toodaloo. Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh. When the sun's out, bathe in sunlight. But when the moon's out, bathe in moonlight. Go! Go! Huh? Go! Huh?
What in Teyvat is going on? Have we even been moving forward this whole time?
Phew! Go!
We're stuck! The spirits have trapped us!
Don't be daft. You've put my mind at rest. Seems it's not easy for ordinary folks to cross over.
So you set us up?
Yeah. If you don't have enough, then why not just carry it through a few more times? Huh? Phew! Phew!
We're stuck! The spirits have trapped us!
Don't be daft. You've put my mind at rest. Seems it's not easy for ordinary folks to cross over.
So you set us up?
Yeah. If you don't have enough, then why not just carry it through a few more times? Huh? Phew!
We're stuck! The spirits have trapped us!
Don't be daft. You've put my mind at rest. Seems it's not easy for ordinary folks to cross over.
So you set us up? Finally! Paimon thought we were gonna be trapped in that weird place forever.
That's exactly the point. Trespassers end up running scared.
So that's the weird stuff out of the way, right?
Yep. Just dive off the edge here.
What?
When the sun's out, bathe in sunlight. But when the moon's out, bathe in moonlight. Huh? Phew! Welcome to the farewell ceremony site. Our destination is just up ahead. I know you're excited, so feel free to have a look around and talk amongst yourselves. Soon you'll find out there's nothing special about this place.
Are you clients? Seeing that it was Hu Tao that brought you puts me at ease. But my name is Lan Si. Everyone says waiting. I can keep. It's all the same to me.
Are you new here? What a coincidence, so am I. I can't believe how nice the scenery is. I thought it'd be all... Here I can finally work out a lifetime of emotions. It's fantastic. Perhaps I just set my expectations too low. By the way, have you seen Uncle Jean recently?
That guy? I remember him saying it was time for him to move on.
Good for him. I wonder where he's off to next.
If you're curious, why don't we go and see for ourselves?
Some other time, perhaps. I'd like to stay here for a while.
Wanna come over for tea? Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh.
It's the lantern rite again. Wouldn't it be cool if we got to see the lanterns ourselves one day?
You can make a wish without a lantern, you know. My mom told me. As long as you yell it really loud, your wish will come true in the future.
Yell it? Isn't that kinda embarrassing?
As soon as the first person yells, then everyone else just joins in, and nobody feels embarrassed anymore.
That's right. Little Wu, you start.
Alright, I wish I could open a massive restaurant with never-ending dishes and snacks, so I could eat Joy-You and chili chicken every day!
That's your wish?
If that's so funny, what's your wish?
To get rich, of course. Do big business and make a load of Mora. With Mora, you can do whatever you want and be happy.
Yeah, if you get rich, you could buy that super expensive toy box.
Not just one. One for everyone. No, loads for everyone.
Well, if Momo's gonna be a businessman, then I don't need to earn any money.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's tough getting rich. Don't put all the pressure on me.
As for me, I want to learn to make Ming Xiao lanterns. The big kind! And Xiao lanterns, too. I'll be the best artisan around.
Yeah! That way we don't need to go to Liyue Harbor to release Xiao lanterns.
Anyway, those are our wishes. Meng, Big G, what about you?
Me?
Huh? They all disappeared. Right when he was about to make his wish.
It brings back so many memories. That was the last lantern ride the 5 of us spent together.
It's been so long. Everyone's all grown up. Have all those wishes really come true?
We asked each of them for parting gifts for you. Little Wu's become a chef, Momo's a successful businessman, and Zongza makes great shell lanterns.
Really? Wow.
We've never forgotten our childhood dreams. We've kept them in our hearts as a promise to each other. Anyway, time to release this lantern.
Hey, take a hint. Let's give them some space to go over the good old days.
Take the hint? Really? Of all of us, you're the one who needs to learn how to read the room!
Really? The end result is the same, though. Exactly what I do and how I do it are just minor technicalities. As I explained, Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was, once upon a time, more akin to a doctor's office than an actual funeral parlor. During the Archon War, piles of corpses covered the wilderness. People were plunged into misery and suffering. Disease was spreading all over the land. Death devastated the world of the living. Such were the times when the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was first established. As humans, its founders were deemed too insignificant to matter. But slowly, they managed to drive away death.
They must have paid a huge price for that.
After generations, Liyue Harbor became a bustling hub of prosperity, luring people with dreams of great fame and abundant mora. But in the end, some lunatics stirred up the legacy of the dead. By that I mean the remnants of the defeated gods that ravaged the world. I won't go into specifics of that situation, but suffice to say that at its peak, life was on the verge of bringing about its own extinction, while death was coming back with a vengeance. It took a long, long time, longer than you'd think, to restore balance and reinstate the border. Without it, Liyue Harbor as we know it wouldn't be here today, neither would the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, you or me. Not a chance. Curiosity can be perilous, you know. Don't forget my warning, the less you know, the better. What you make of my words is up to you. I do hope that most of it flew over your heads, though. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is just that, a funeral parlor. Nothing more to it. We live in peaceful times, but this harmonious coexistence between life and death should never be taken for granted. Huh? It's about time. Let's go. Let's take them to the place where all begins and all goes to rest.
What kind of place is that?
I just mean where we first bumped into each other. I come up with fun names for things sometimes, okay? No need to hound me with questions about every little thing I say. Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh. Toodaloo. Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh. Toodaloo. Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh. One client, two clients, three clients. Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Bill. Go! I think we did everything we could, but if you ever really...
I won't, I promise. Now that I know that my friends are doing so...
I also want to thank you.
So you should also mind my warning, Mung. If you won't let go of the past, I might reunite you two sooner than you think.
How can you say such horrendous things without...
Well then,
See you later, Big G.
not like that. You won't be seeing him later. Let's stick to goodbye and such.
No worries. I'll just take my leave. I'm sorry. Of all the wishes we yelled that day, only ours hasn't come true.
Nah, don't be bothered by that.
All right. I'll remember you all. Goodbye.
He's gone then. I thought that closure would bring me relief, but all I...
So, what was the wish?
Well, after each of us has started a family and built a career, that's why I envy my friends so much. Little Wu and the rest.
That's right. Also, so enjoy your life while you can, and when your duty to the living is...
Thank you? Either way, I don't think I'll ever return to Wu.
No worries. It's a good opportunity for you to go on vacation. Consider your leave approved. Naturally, this doesn't change the terms of our previous agreement. The leave will be unpaid.
Aren't you forgetting about something?
I took you to the border and let you have a look around, didn't I? But based on your reaction, it's...
The biggest pity of all is your lack of help.
I was fishing around on your behalf through the channels that aren't accessible to you. Unfortunately, I'll keep my eyes open in case any...
You don't sound like you mean...
I'm not an expert on tracking down the living. How...
Stop saying creep...
Relax. I'll help you look for them. You have my word. My I have my reasons.
Reasons?
The spirits we saw near the border are the dead that still long for the world, but I've never seen any of the previous directors there, not even once. This means that becoming the director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was the right... When the sun's out, bathe in sunlight. But when the moon's out, bathe in moonlight. Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh.
Looks like Timaeus isn't here today.
Customers?
Oh,
Pardon me. Are you looking for Timaeus?
no. Just strange for him to not be around. Paimon always sees him standing here.
I see. He was called away by Albedo a little while ago. I was called over to attend to the store. I'm Sucrose, Albedo's assistant. If you have any alchemy-related queries, you could always ask me. I do my best to help. Huh? Do I look nervous? My apologies. If you need any help, just...
Thanks. No worries. We're all clued up on the basics of alchemy, aren't we?
Hey, aren't you the legendary traveler? The one who repelled Storm Terror? Thank you. I've...
What do you mean, research?
Sorry, don't mind me. What am I saying? Still, you'd definitely be able to help Albedo. It is you, after all.
There's that name again, Albedo. Is he also an alchemist in Mondstadt?
Apologies. I never introduced him. Albedo is the Knights of Favonia's chief alchemist. He's also Timaeus and my teacher.
But Paimon's only ever seen Timaeus teaching alchemy. So that means Albedo is a teacher?
Yes. He's dedicated himself to investigating the truth of this world, and has made many an important breakthrough. We often get alchemists coming to Mondstadt from all over Teyvat, seeking his help. They say that the subtlest of guidance from Mr. Albedo helps him to solve the most unfathomable of problems.
didn't know he was such a big deal.
Mm-hmm. Still, it seems that he's encountered a problem in his research recently. Every time I see, I'm sure that Albedo would love to hear about your incredible exploits. I know it would bring him lots of new inspiration. Albedo is a true gentleman. He'll be sure to pay you back in equal measure for helping him out.
Paimon doesn't need any help in that department. But if Albedo wants to pay Paimon back for helping him, a few more might settle the score.
Albedo and Timaeus will be conducting research in the mountains right now. I'd love to take you both to see him, but somebody has to attend to the store. I'm afraid you'll have to go to the entrance to the pass and look for him by yourselves. Look out for a refined gentleman with the presence of a true scholar. And... sorry.
That's the... Hey, stop worrying. We got this.
Welcome. How can I help you?
Sucrose is a whole lot less nervous once she gets talking about alchemy and research, huh? Is that what all Anyway, let's go.
Wanna come over for tea?
Ad Astra. Ad Astra. Haven't you heard? There's a strange wanderer near Wolfendom.
Is Daddy on top of that mountain?
Sister Rosaria! So here you are! Choir practice is about to—
I've told you already, I don't go in for that kind of thing. I've got more important matters to attend to.
But this event has commemorative significance. The church hopes that all sisters will be present.
Hopes? That's odd, 'cause I don't recall a fulfill the hopes of others clause in my job description.
I mean, sure, but...
But what? You're the event organizer, aren't you? Do you not find it the least bit odd?
What do you mean?
This far out from Mondstadt at this hour? Even if you set out right now, I'll wager you'd still miss the opening. Who knows? Maybe this is someone's grand plan to make a fool out of you.
Huh? Well, that can't be. People aren't like that.
Evidence decides what people are like, not your feelings. Maybe you're a little too Don't fret. Nobody's gonna blame you if you go back empty-handed. I can't imagine anyone else, but if you dally any longer, you really won't make...
You're right. It's a very important commemorative event. If I'm late, then... right, I've gotta get going.
Seems like...
I thought I heard something. Who are you and why are you eavesdropping?
We'd better watch out. She seems like a dangerous villain. Or a trickster at best.
Oh, really? I'm a member of the long-standing Favonius Church. You're an eavesdropping pixie from who knows where. And you think I'm the...
Wait, she heard that? Paimon was whispering so quietly.
And as for this outlander you seem to be following... Huh. So it's you, the honorary knight that saved us from Storm Terror. Well then, given otherwise, depending on your answer.
What? Do the nuns of Mondstadt have...
We can't go turning a blind eye to hidden dangers, can we?
That doesn't sound...
Let's talk about you. What are you doing in the mountains? If it's him you're after, I made a point of noting his tracks. Many people have made their way up after the snowstorm. Let's hope they're still there.
So, are you also looking for him?
No, this is just a professional habit of mine. I sensed elemental traces in these tracks. Never hurts to be vigilant. I couldn't care what you think. Come on then. I'd like to
Rosaria said there were elemental traces in the tracks. They should show up pretty clearly with elemental sight.
You know, little pixie, your ability to appear and disappear at will is very interesting.
Yeah?
After committing a crime, you'd be able to leave the scene without a trace.
You're so suspicious. It's getting colder and colder. Rosaria, aren't you freezing?
Me? I'm all right. I got used to operating in adverse conditions a long time ago.
Seems like there's more to being a nun in the Favonius Church than Paimon realized. Is that Albedo? Why would he hang around a place like this?
The word on the street is he loves painting. He'll hang around anywhere for a good landscape. The views and scenery here are pretty good. Potential paintings everywhere you look.
But can't he see those Uh-oh. Looks like we startled them. Enough talk! Let's take them out of the picture first.
Who are you? Why did you alarm them? Thank the gods I'd already completed my painting. Would have been a shame to leave these particular hilichurls unfinished.
What's up with painting hilichurls?
I'm afraid the answer isn't easy to explain. If you'd like to have a look at my painting, it may give you a clue.
Wow! Look at the detail!
You can find these hilichurls anywhere. But take a look at this specimen. The build, the coat, and there's a distinct force at work here. In the cyclical lives of such primitive community.
Hold your horses. Something tells me... We found your man. I'm headed back.
What? Don't you have any questions for him? Hey! What a weirdo.
So Sister Rosaria brought you. But back to the point. From her words, it's...
We met a girl in Mondstadt.
I see. So Sucrose... Then, if I'm not mistaken, I've heard a bit of everything. Your actions during... I'll skip to the conclusion. There's only one possibility after all. You came from afar. From another world, correct? Excellent. If I could procure your assistance, I think my research would benefit enormously. Forgive me. This must be confused.
Whoa! You want to start with that?
You're right. Giving a demonstration would be better than for example, awakening life. Breathing new life into fallen leaves.
You can do that?
However, I have a particular seed in my possession. The method I'm talking about has produced no results. It's like you, in that it hails from another world. Helping it to grow, to bloom. That's the problem my research is up against. That's where I need your assistance.
Well, if you're struggling to figure it out, Paimon's not sure we're gonna be much assistance.
I beg to differ. I'm unable to comprehend the intricacies of life outside of the known world. But you're not from the known world. By observing and researching you, I may just be able to find a way to get the seed to sprout.
Shall we just get out of here? This sounds a little freaky.
Mora, knowledge, time for a change of surroundings.
Albedo and that traveler seem to have hit it off. Takes a weirdo to know one, I guess. I wonder, does this constitute a risk to Mondstadt?
Silly child.
I smell a rabbit.
Has a question. After the seed sprouts...
I don't know. Using alchemy after awakening.
No, Paimon's got a brain. But what's the seed?
Wow.
Yay! Paimon's holding you to it.
Well, let's just say okay, the subject of my how you're able to free... Firstly, do you have any extra organs? A second heart? A fourth stomach? Things of that nature. Fascinating. And...
What a stupid question! Can't you see the gap between us? And another thing, it's Paimon, not...
I was merely considering the possibility that you were an external organ. Perhaps there is some invisible force connecting you. Oh, that rules out that possibility. But that would mean that Paimon's elemental power would be enough to break through a mountain rock at least 10 meters thick, or cause the waterfall south of Springville to flow backwards. No, that definitely...
Hey! How would you know?
In that case, it would appear that there's no obvious difference between... Given that there's clearly a discrepancy in her research, it seems that only Firstly, this mysterious elemental power. I'd like to examine exactly how it manifests externally. Let me lure a few slimes to the area. Perhaps...
Huh?
Direct and clear observation are naturally, if you require...
Slimes! Slimes are fine!
Well, prepare yourself. The slime...
Go! See? Is it my time?
Great work. If you're injured, I have a few emergency potions ready. Excellent. According to my observations, the manifestation of the... Now that we know that the external flow is manifesting normally...
Internal flow?
It's very simple. If the elemental power is stored or accumulated physically within your body, this potion may elicit an...
Sounds kinda terrible.
Don't worry. In the normal course of events, you'd feel some temporary
And in the
If anything unexpected occurs, I've made the necessary prep. Well, that's not just a warning. If an internal elemental reaction occurs for any other reason... Yes, that's an excellent way to think about it. Before we get started, it's a type of ore known as star silver. I'll take you to my campsite. We can gather some star silver, all going to plan.
Paimon's still got a few safety Let's keep our eye...
Here. Should do for catalyst purposes. This one. Usable with a bit of polish. What luck. This should be enough. My campsite is just up ahead. I'll lead the way. This is my campsite. While we are waiting, have a look over here. My assistant Timaeus here is helping me with my research.
Hello! I've just gotten hold of the data from your experiment. The report is all...
Whoa! Look at it!
I wouldn't call them results, inferences, and a few daring... I think the most rational direction would be to expound on the phylogenetic relationship between this traveler and the slimes. Consider. You don't have a vision, but you can manipulate elemental energy. The slimes don't have vision. Following this line of thought, I'm sure we'll be able to...
Not bad for a point of entry. But strictly speaking, slimes are elemental life forms. In other words, a cryoregis fine, or even a... In that sense...
yes, sir.
After all, we've got our primary data. If it turned out that he did have a phylogenetic relationship with this world...
Ah, it would. Speaking of data, to complete...
Great, I'll leave you to it. looks like the potion's ready. I'll try a little first. If all goes well, I'll hand it over to you. In line with my expectations. Ready to drink. Remember to keep calm at all times, and breathe deeply if you feel unwell.
Tasty? You've got a funny look on your face. You said you tried some already. You sure?
Oh, this potion channels elemental. But if the internal elemental flow is unimpeded, you'll only experience momentary discomfort.
So you knew you'd...
It was my own concoction, of course. Only natural for me to be the guinea pig. But of course, in conclusion...
Aw, Paimon wanted some...
Then again, better an ordinary result than a peculiar result. The good thing about ordinary, people are the same when you're sick. But a peculiar person, they don't have much. For example, a human can't understand the life of a Pyroregisvine or an Eye of the Storm. Have I explained it clearly? To sum up, this has been a positive outcome. Going forward, you can use your elemental power without fear. Timaeus, the results of the new experiment are out.
Just a moment, sir. I'll handle it. Oh, you gave me... having you down as an animal wasn't very precise of me, but starting with the premise of an...
Not bad. I think it's...
You can count on...
Is he trying to join the Knights? He's starting to sound like a... what Paimon meant...
Before we can proceed with our research, if you're interested, why not have a...
I don't need an umbrella, but you can use one if you need. Power is necessary if we are to meet our objectives.
An elemental life form from another world. Albedo's
I'm back. Did you see anything interesting? Not to worry. Well, on with the research. There may be significant... Take Tevat, for example. But worlds may well exist. So, leaving elements to one side, do you possess any unique abilities? Ones that don't exist in this world? I think answering this question calls for the same methodology as last time. In other words, no. You... Now, see this pillar here? Use your willpower to try and break it.
You think Paimon knows how to...
That was your best effort? Have you tried using your elemental power with food? I'm curious to see how the taste and texture respond. It may even help with proliferation. Anyway, why don't you cook a...
Cooking?
Not only is this recipe...
Paimon, that does sound yummy though. Good.
I'll leave you to it then. If there's a...
Paimon, how are we gonna channel elemental power into the food? Maybe try the willpower thing again. Where does it get these ideas from anyway? Let's just do it the old-fashioned.
That was fast. Looking... That was fast. An average outcome experimentally, but you've... As far as the proliferation hypothesis is concerned, unless...
We just didn't know how to channel elemental power into the food.
Not to worry. At least we put some food to good use. No need to... And here's your
Woohoo! Thanks! Glad you were paying attention.
I can tell that you're good friends. Paimon was keeping an eye on you and your... Not that Paimon would have been able to do...
Hey! You were big, but you do have tasty recipes. And you're right, we...
Yes. I'm fortunate. There are all manner of alchemical items here. I managed to retrieve them...
Paimon's barely finished eating and you want us to go get...
Don't worry if you can't locate them. If you had, say, superpower, like night vision or vibrator... I must have dropped them some...
So, guess we'd better take a look. Oh, yeah! This must be electrohypostasis powder! The extract of an anemo crystal fly can only be anemo
Goodness. I'm wondering... This element...
Yep!
Unfortunately, only a never...
You mean...
Don't be disheartened. I have to commend your... Right then. Up until now, our research has focused on your otherworldly identity. In essence, looking out from where we're standing. Can you see what Sucrose is doing? And if you jumped from here and landed on that cliff, the one over there, could you see her then? So what about if you planted a single blow on the mountain face here, and it burst into 1,000,000 fragments? Then could you see her? Then I shouldn't get too excited. Still, we'll gain a more thorough understanding with an experiment. I know of a location.
You want us to jump? From up here?
Not necessarily. Not if you know of a better method, that is. Whichever method you choose, I will factor the time expended and your top speed into my comparative analysis.
The opposite side of the lake. So, we're gonna be swimming?
Without limitations, we complete tasks intuitively. Some of us would be unable to stand the icy waters. No matter what choice you make, it's all a part of the experiment. For me, every detail is invaluable to the research. Then if you would, please,
Wait a minute! While we're busy testing, what exactly are you gonna be doing?
Me? Recording data, responding to risks, providing, emotional support.
So if we do decide to go swimming, you gonna dive in with us?
No. Unless you're thinking of conducting competitive research?
Oh! Forget Paimon said anything.
Great work. Your reputation precedes you, travel.
But you followed us the whole way without breaking a sweat!
Me? Actually, I used alchemy to... If it turns out... If the natural...
But how does this help your read?
You've helped me to unravel many of the problems that were holding it back. I may be about to make gold, petrified trees, the essence. I'm willing. All these...
Oh, so...
Precisely.
So after...
Of course. Now, follow me. I imagine you must have encountered more than a few conundrums during your... I'd like to observe your intelligence by means of a practical test of your capabilities. I'd like you to... There are 2 puzzles located at the far ends of the room. As with the physical test, there are no restrictions. Everything you do is an action, a tried and tested... So, let's see you in... It's a complex environment, so proceed with caution. Sealy like these are a common sight in the mountains. Returning them to their rightful places is up to you.
remember that.
Keep back!
It should now be possible to activate the central mechanism. Exactly what will happen when you do is something I'm looking forward to finding out. Oh, seems that the water level has suddenly decreased. We should be able to see what's in the water now. Let's have a look. What's this? To the best of my knowledge, there's still a lot. Let me make a copy first.
Seems like...
Let me return to the campsite first. By the time you get back, I may just have a fleeting miracle for you to witness.
Paimon's kinda looking forward to see... Unless you can think of anything better.
Not so fast. You're not leaving until I'm convinced that nothing dangerous... I most certainly did not. I must say, you let your guards down. Or maybe you were drawn in by his compelling-sounding hypothesis and friendly demeanor. Taking orders from a complete stranger? Drinking a... I'd sooner believe you were tricked than that you would be so...
Sister Rosaria's guard's so high, she can't even see over the top of it.
It doesn't matter what you think. He could be a saint for all you know. But I understand him. I'm only concerned with one thing. Whether his alchem...
No way! Paimon would have sensed...
With an alchemist of his level, in any case, I'm not about...
So... what are you gonna do?
I've got a hand... I've investigated everything else. The only...
But we don't even know...
But for insurance purposes... Now then. All things... Which is what I was hoping. I would have been one...
Overtime?
Before we go our separate ways, Outlander, a word of advice. Don't be so quick to trust Albedo, and don't repeat the same mistakes that you did this time. You made a lot of rash decisions today.
She's gone! So stubborn. Mondstadt doesn't have many people like that. Huh.
You're back. Good timing. You took quite a while. Did you get held up on the way back? Time for the results. But the integral preliminary conclusion that I can offer you is...
You couldn't tell that just by... We spent all day working our butts up...
Please, I understand that this may have... Have you ever considered that the world of Teyvat may have a natural hostility to Outland? I mentioned the only... But imitating you helped to inspire my alchemy. And so... The transition from nothing into something, from shoot to stem, and now to fruition. Is not nurturing otherworldly life also nurturing the world itself? It would seem that
Paimon thought, with all our efforts, it might have bloomed forever.
life is a manifold tapestry of a short life. So, do you understand what I meant about us conversing here arguably being a small miracle?
Things feel a little heavy right now. Don't be sad. You've got Paimon to look. Albedo, Paimon.
Thank you both. Even if dispelling lone, your help inspired me to discover the means to make a flower bloom. I mean, at the time I've spent in the future, if the need arises, well, I made a point throughout of telling, but what was that sediment I saw forming at the bottom of the vial? It should not have been there. What could it mean? Those born of Earth are bound by its imperfections. If, one day, I lose control, can I rely on you to stop?
Maybe I wasn't meant for this world.
don't remember that.
I keep watch. You leave, you call me. I keep watch. You leave, you call me. I keep watch. You leave, you call me.